All right, hi everyone. I came to tell you a little bit about how we at Fazer drive transformation and growth utilizing open innovation in the food industry. And a little bit about Fazer first. We are a 127-year-old family-owned company that operates mainly around the Baltic Sea region in 8 countries. And we also export to around 40 different countries. We have about 15,000 employees and we operate in various sectors in the food and food service industry. We have 4 distinct business areas and we are mostly known for our Fazer's Blue Chocolate, but we actually have more than 70 different brands. And we also have 500,000 customers eating lunch at our restaurants every day, which of course from new business perspective gives us a great platform for trying out innovative ideas. And if we think about transformation, we are over a 100-year-old company. What does transformation mean for a food company and in the food industry? As we all know, disruption is seen in basically every industry. Accenture analyzed about 3,000 companies in 20 different industries and 100 different industry segments and came up with this matrix for demonstrating the 4 states of disruption on 2 dimensions. The current level of disruption versus the susceptibility to future disruption. And I tried to look at the headlines quickly, and I really couldn't find food over there. And you know, a lot of people are thinking like, yeah, food is something so physical. You know, people will always eat, right? And while that may be true, everything around the food is very much susceptible to change. And we live in a For example, what people will eat in the future. I mean, we live in a world that's changing at an ever-increasing pace. And what does that mean in the context of the food industry? It means that consumers' needs become more fragmented and personalized. And while at the same time, these superfoods or super diets can alter the behavior of masses on global scale quite rapidly. Authenticity and sustainability drive the behavior of especially the younger consumers, all the while, for example, the health and well-being megatrend is just as interesting for all people despite age or gender. And of course, food companies can take a very active role in also influencing this behavior of what will people eat in the future. On the other hand, also these channels through which we purchase or consume our food are also very much susceptible to change. Take, for example, food delivery or meal kits or online shopping of groceries. They are still quite small, but they are growing steadily. And Gary Vaynerchuk pointed out last year at Arctic 15 that these new technologies, they don't need to own the market to disrupt them. They just need to acquire a large enough share for the traditional brick-and-mortar channels to become unprofitable. And of course, if we think about transformation in the food industry, there's always the grand challenge of climate change that we cannot just go past. Just last Thursday, the Eat Lancet Commission launched a new report on food, planet and health. And there the question was that by 2050, can we feed a future population of 10 billion people a healthy diet within the planetary boundaries? And of course, it's obvious that the current state of the food system is unsustainable. Currently, 1/3 of food produced is either lost or wasted, and most of this inside our own homes. 40% of the agricultural soil is degraded. And while on the one hand we have 800 million people undernourished, we still have 2 billion people either overweight or obese. And this is the size of a problem that no company alone can solve. So this demands the attention of every one of us. And definitely here, innovation and collaboration are the keys to transformation. And as the world is transforming, so is Fazer transforming also with it. I mean, we want to better support people's sustainable lifestyles. And our mission, Food with a Purpose, guides our work in targeting both the well-being of the people as well as the planet. I work at Fazer Lab. It is a centralized new business development and research unit at Fazer. And while our core businesses focus mainly on developing their current businesses and making them grow and prosper, Fazer Lab embraces uncertainty, and we utilize creative tools and experimentation to innovate new business models. And research networks and open innovation is very high on Fazer Lab's agenda. We are kind of an explorative organization, which means that we keep our eyes far on the horizon, while at the same time our hands are tied in these micro-level projects. Because we all know from startup world that what is very small or tiny looking today might turn out to be quite big tomorrow. And we're a group of 15 people with backgrounds in food technology, food sciences, nutrition, and business. And we create our own proprietary insight, and we work very actively together with universities and research networks. And with regards to open innovation, the university cooperation we have had for decades already. So in that sense, we have been engaging in open innovation for quite a long time already. But more and more, we also spend time collaborating and co-creating together with startups and also in larger ecosystem projects with for example, larger partner companies. And we build, accelerate, and launch new business ventures, mainly utilizing the tools of lean startup and design thinking. And recent examples of our collaboration, these are all from last year. We have, for example, we are in the process of co-creating a new type of food packaging with a biodegradables startup called Sulapak. And we also have done a co-research project on kind of the effects of a brain-friendly diet on your holistic well-being, together with a biotechnology startup called Nightingale Health that utilizes biomarkers taken from a blood sample. We have also piloted a new type of a food service business model together with a shadow kitchen and food delivery startup called Epic Foods, which actually just last summer launched their business also in Tallinn area. And we also run internal ventures, and in one internal venture called Fazer Brainhouse Service, it is a sort of a corporate wellness service. We collaborated with I think about 9 different startups only in that one venture project. So, and we have a process for welcoming both internal and external venture ideas, and then building, accelerating, and launching them into new businesses. We have a demo day process that is organized on a monthly basis, where these venture teams may come and share their learnings and also pitch for budget and resources to move forward. And in this lab process, we also very actively engage the correct businesses as well as the correct people from the businesses into the venture team, so that we will then be able to make a successful exit from Fazer Lab when the time is right. And we welcome external ideas as well. We are currently looking for collaboration projects in the areas of, for example, on-the-go eating, referring to, for example, different snacking solutions. Sustainable eating, referring to our mission, food with a purpose, circular economy, and also related to the whole food value chain development. Personalized nutrition refers to our research program, Fazer Brain How, where we actively look for solutions related to, for example, the gut-brain axis. And last but not least, also, we are involved in very different areas in food, from cafes to restaurants to our own mills. So any digital solutions or touch points to our consumers around food tech, we're also interested in. And to conclude, we have various experiences in collaboration projects. In today's world, we strongly believe that no company can innovate solely on their own. If we want to create real impact, we need a collaborative innovation ecosystem that dares to push 10x instead of 10%. So, thank you very much.